What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Tasha checking in with another video, and this is going to be my review for Love After Lockup Season 6, the season finale, X's and Oh No's. If it's your first time joining me, go ahead and like this video, comment in the comment section, okay? And most importantly, subscribe to the channel. So let me just move my tripod because if y'all wondering like why she always got to move her tripod, because in this section where I record at, when I finish recording, I don't always keep my tripod in this particular place, so it always is going to move around or whatever. But that's what we do at the Redefine Me channel. We got to adjust, we got to fix things up, we got to make sure we look good for the people. Okay, so I'm a little late than my normal time. Okay, please forgive me, y'all. I worked last night. I got up this morning. Well, I got off of work, got home, showered, changed my clothes and everything, went to church. And when I got home from church, y'all, I was exhausted. I needed to take a nap before I came on and gave y'all this review, because I want to make sure I'm giving y'all all the sauce for this season finale. Okay. If I had to rate this season finale on a scale, let me fix my tripod still because I feel like I'm looking a little crazy. If I had to rate this episode on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give this an 8. This was actually not a bad season finale, y'all. It really was not. I was like, okay, they bring in, the little sauce for the season finale, because we have seen season finales with this franchise that has been very lackluster, okay? But they really gave it to us with this season finale. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Hopefully you all are having a fantastic and amazing Sunday. I cannot tell y'all how great it feels to be off. Because if I had to go to work tonight, y'all, the way I'm feeling, I might do a call out. But I'm thankful and blessed that I have activity of my limbs, and that I'm alive and I'm able to come forward and give y'all this review, y'all. Okay. Hope y'all had a good week, and that y'all kicking off this Sunday with me, the beginning of the week, and that it's going to be an amazing next week coming forward. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's get into it. So, if it's your first time joining me, thank you for stopping in. Thank you for watching the video. If I look down, I do take notes. I'm a note taker. And so I refer to my notes so I can stay on my talking points. Okay. So the first couple, y'all, we just going to get them out the way. We're going to get them out the way. They wasn't on this episode, but they was on this season. Okay. Which is going to be Leticia and Keith. Hey. Hello, everybody. What's up, Ali? What's up? Yeah, Z. What's up, Scorpion Skills? What's up, RJ Angus? Hello, Ali. Welcome to the live. Everybody come on in the room and go ahead and smash that like button. I see you. Hello. What's up, A Drake? Hi from Brazil. It's 8:33 p.m. in Brazil. Welcome to the live. All right, Ali, no problem. Make sure y'all subscribing to my channel as well. Um, okay, I don't know what that person is. I don't know what that person is. What's going on, everybody? All right, y'all, let's get into this live review. So, if y'all never watched this show before, for the review I'm about to do, this is Love After Lockup. And so, these are couples that are in the free world that end up meeting an inmate while they're locked up. And when the inmate gets out, they end up continue on with the relationship, and we end up having to see what will happen within their relationship. Okay. Hello, Mr. Purple. Hello, MS1. Welcome y'all to the live. Okay, so let's get started with the first couple. So let's get them out the way. Leticia and Keith, because they were not on this episode. So they wrapped them up like they do with every couple on the season finale. Okay, and so Leticia and Keith, y'all not gonna believe this. So first of all, y'all know she had to move. Okay, her and her children had to move out of the house. What's up, Ali? Hello, Colleen. I don't know what that means. What's up, Boom Slinger? We ain't gonna talk about Diddy on this live. I may do a live on my lunchtime language on Tuesday, where we're gonna discuss the whole Diddy situation. So y'all keep y'all notifications on for that. All right, y'all. So Leticia has to move to another rental. Y'all know last week. What's up, Annie? Anna? I think that's how you say your name. She had to move to a rental with her children. Okay, and so we're getting her driving in the car and they're wrapping her up. Okay, y'all know that her landlord didn't pay the rent, so she has to go ahead and move her and her children to another to another rental place in Davenport. So she's not going to move out of state. She's going to stay in Davenport. Okay, and so they also let us know that she recently has been arrested. Hold on, y'all. Let me get Mm-mm. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. What's up, King? All right, so yeah, she had to move to another rental unit with her children, and not only did she have to move, she had to she had to she got arrested. She recently got arrested. And I'm just kind of like, what in the world? This you are a mother. You are a woman, a grown woman, and you got yourself arrested, okay? And they said that the charges are theft. How you out here stealing? What you out here stealing for? You're a mom. Like set an example for your children. She just going from bad to worse, in my opinion. So Keith has gotten out because he was released September 24th, and here she is going in jail. And I'm like, that is ridiculous. What's up, Ryan Ray? What's the question? As long as it's not offensive and it's cool. So this charge that she has is going to possibly be 5 years. Okay, so I don't know if she's in jail right now. I don't know if she actually got charged. I mean, she did get arrested for theft, so she, is possibly going to be in jail while her husband is getting out, and the husband that these children barely know. So are you going to now turn your kids over to this man that you barely know that has just got out of jail? That is kind of weird to me. I don't want to see them anymore on my screen. We have met Leticia on Love during lockup. She was on Life After Lockup, and now she on Love. She was on Life After Lockup, Love During Lockup, and Love After Lockup. But all three of the franchises, she was on it. I don't want to see Leticia back. Ryan Ray says. We'll discuss that at the end, Ryan, if I remember the question. But I'm gonna get into this review because this was a season finale and it's a lot. So, yeah, y'all, she's just goofy. She is a grown woman and she sit up here and she does all this crazy stuff and she has all these children and it's just really ridiculous. She has two children. It's really ridiculous how she's behaving, what she has shown us. And I don't want to see her and Keith no more. And that's the wrap up on them. They didn't have nothing going on. Let's move on to the next couple. If y'all hear pages turning, that's because y'all know I take notes. um, King, what's up? This is a printed dress that I have on that I absolutely love. Thank you, free agent. All right, let's get to the next couple, y'all. The next couple we're gonna talk about is gonna be Bianca and Daniel. Okay, Bianca is very juvenile. She's very immature. She is not in no way possible, no shape or form ready for this type of relationship. Okay, Bianca is just really, really. She just doesn't care about Daniel's sobriety, and she says that she is going to party, party, party like a rock star, and she's going to drink and do her thing, and she does not care what anybody says, not even his mother. Okay, so let's get into them. So they open up, they are still waiting for Daniel to come out. Okay, this is Daniel's release day, so they're waiting for Daniel to come out of jail. They're sitting there, the mom and stepdad is there, his cousin is there, and his I think both of his cousins are there, and so they're sitting there and they're waiting. Bianca is like, where is he? It's almost time for him to get out. He got 2 minutes, so they released him 2 minutes after. I think he was supposed to be released at like 9:30, and they released him at like 9:32 or something. I don't know. So anyway, he comes out Bianca's holding this old whack raggedy sign that a freaking kindergartner could have made. As soon as he comes out, Daniel is well presented. He looks like really good. He is a tall guy. He looks like he took care of himself, even though he informed us that he had a relapse while he was in jail. He did look really well and really put together. Okay. So he comes out. As soon as Bianca sees him, she runs up to him and they start kissing. They're slobbing each other down, and the family is standing there like, yo, save that for when y'all get by yourself. And I agree. Like, why y'all sitting up here doing all that kissing in front of his family? You know, everybody's there to meet him and pick him up. She really wanted to do a pickup by herself. And I always say this. If y'all have been on my reviews before, I always say this. I feel like when the inmate gets released, they should do two separate meetups or pickups. I don't believe that the family should come to the release. Either the family should come first and then the person come, or vice versa, you know. So yeah, they were drooling each other down. It was ridiculous, but I was just like, this don't make no daggone sense, girl. Wait until y'all get along, okay? And so when she's hugging him and everything, she asks him about some confetti that was in his hair. So he lets her know that, you know, the jail really liked him. In the jail, he made friends and the guards and everything. What's up, Kelly Dixon? Welcome to the live. So he lets her know that, you know, they gave him a good little send off. And I'm like, Bianca, you up here worried about some glitter? What, you thought it was a stripper in jail or something? That's how the glitter got in his hair. I mean, come on. This is just the beginning. She's showing you, Daniel, the beginning of her insecurity and her jealous ways, because she up here thinking about some glitter in his hair. And then said a few things about it. I was like, girl, move on. So he then goes to his parents, and I thought the hug that he exchanged between his mom and his dad was just absolutely heartwarming. It was very beautiful. The mom teared up. She was like, you look good. It's glad to see you and everything. And the dad was embracing him. And it was just a really, really lovely moment at that point. Daniel lets us know that he was arrested for a DUI. Okay, he said he had addiction in his past. He said that his father had addiction, so it manifested itself in him. And y'all know, or if y'all don't know, I went to college for criminal justice. And one of the things that we spoke on in some of my classes was addiction, and it being a trait that could possibly be passed down from your family history. And I firmly do believe that. I believe that people do make choices, but I also believe that if your family had a strong level of addiction history, then it could possibly be passed down to the child as well, or the offspring as well. So he did let us know that that was an issue. I think his mom also dealt with some addiction. So Daniel kind of got it hit on both sides, you know, with the whole addiction thing. So they get in the car, right? So she's like, what do you want to do and everything like that? He's saying that he wants to go eat, like all of them do when they get out. I could only imagine being locked up for 10 years, 20 years, what have you, eating that nasty prison food. The first thing I would want to do too is go and get something to eat. So they drive into this restaurant. The parents and the cousins ride in another car, and Dan and Bianca ride in one car. So when the parents and the cousins in the other car, they were having a crazy conversation. They told us, what do you think that they're going to do for his first day out? The cousin was like, I mean, of course they're going to have sex. I mean, and I'm like, why y'all in this car talking about what they going to do later on tonight? I do not understand that. I'm like, y'all don't need to be discussing these people sex lives, okay? So Dan and Bianca in the other car, Dan looks at her and he's just like, your beauty is amazing. Every time I look at you, if I was having a bad day, I could just look at you and everything. He's laying down the smooth Billy D. Williams pimp game, okay? I was here for it because I love looking great, right? But I definitely love when my husband tells me that you look good, you look beautiful, whatever, when he's pouring on, laying it on thick with the compliments and everything. It's just so amazing and nice. So every woman likes that, to have a compliment. But Bianca was looking at him like, ain't nobody trying to hear that. And I'm like, girl, she's immature. She should not be in this relationship. What else? So Bianca is up here bringing up marriage, right? And Dan tells us the only reason he asked her to marry him when he was locked up was because he was afraid to lose her. So Dan is just really like, I don't really want to get married. I just got out of jail, and rightfully so. He makes a good point. I don't know what it is about these women on this show. When their inmate partner gets out, the first thing they want to do is get married. This man has so many other things on his mind outside of marrying you. You were not the top priority. He's probably like trying to take in everything, like shock culturally, in the world and everything. Because if you've been locked up for the last 10 years, a lot of things have happened. Technology has changed, everything has changed. Getting married to you is not at the top of his list. She says that she wants to get married in 6 months, and I'm thinking like, yeah, okay. You got to get to know this dude. You don't even know him in the free world when you talking about you want to marry him. Okay. What else happened with him? He said he's not ready, of course, and all of that. So when they in the car, Dan goes and he calls his parole officer. Y'all know they got to touch base with them when they get out of jail, okay? And so he is telling his parole officer that he's supposed to go to a halfway house, but he's telling his parole officer that his girlfriend now lives in Arizona. She has an apartment and everything, and he was wondering if he could parole to the girlfriend's house instead of having to go to a halfway house. Dan and Bianca has this delusional mind to think that he don't have to go to the halfway house, that he can just immediately go to her house. Now the parole officer was kind and nice, because I have heard some stories of parole officers where they have not been so kind and nice, where they say you're going to the halfway house and that's it and that's all. However, this parole officer said that he would look into it and that he would take it into account, and that he would touch base with him and let him know if that is cool. Okay, so he can stay with her for the night, but the parole officer going to let him know probably in the morning if he can stay at the apartment. I think he's going to end up probably staying at the apartment, because they're going to be on Life After Lockup, which starts, I think it starts next Friday. I got to double check that for y'all, but I will be covering Life After Lockup too. This is when they begin their lives together. That is another segment of this series. And so I will be covering that as a review as well. But the parole officer is saying he'll let him know. And so we shall see. They go to eat. They get to the restaurant. And October 4th, thank you, Kelly Dixon. I love my people. I love my people. October 4th, yes, is when Life After Lockup will air, and I will be covering that as well. Okay, so they get to the restaurant, y'all, and they sit at the table and everything. And this is where I can understand the mother, but she also kind of got on my nerves just a little bit. Okay, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Some people may disagree with me. It's okay. Opinions are like behinds. We all have one. I'm just going to keep it polite, right? It's they're sitting at the table, and the mom is just like concerned. Okay, now I understand the mom's concern, right? Because I'm gonna let y'all know the background. The mom has lost a child to addiction. Okay, her middle child OD'd on fentanyl, I believe, and so she has lost a child already to addiction. So I understand her heart as a mother, right? However, they had told Bianca how they felt about her drinking several times. Ever since they have met her, they have let her know that Daniel has a problem with alcohol. He has an addiction problem. Please don't drink around him. They have laid it on thick. And guess what, Bianca? It has done. It's went in one ear and out the other and down the street. Bianca is not trying to hear that. She is going to drink. And they keep trying to paint it as if she has an addiction problem with alcohol. I don't think she has an addiction problem. I do think that she possibly may drink too much, but I think she does it socially. But I also think socially, I said socially, socially, but I also think that she doesn't know when to cut it off socially, and so she is the type of person that could stumble into the house at 3 a.m. drunk and everything, and Dan is there, and that may trigger him. Okay, and that is the mom's fear. She's like, please don't drink around my son, and she keeps asking her and everything, and Bianca is just sitting there like, I'm going to do what I want to do. The mom goes and she gets choked up because she's just like trying to get the point across to Bianca. But mom, the Bianca does not understand you because she's not a mother. She doesn't understand the heart of and how you feel. She has never lost a child. She's never given birth to a child, so she doesn't understand. So what else? What else? And that was it for them. That was really it for them. Nothing else really happened. We're gonna see what happens. I think Bianca is gonna get tired of that mom keep dumbing down. At this point, mom, all I can say to you is that you're gonna have to step back and you're gonna have to just let their relationship play out and hopefully get on your knees and pray, mom. Pray for your son. And hopefully he would not be triggered by some of Bianca ways, and hopefully Bianca will take into account what you're saying and the fact that he has been addicted to alcohol and not do that. Nobody's saying you can't drink, Bianca. We just saying, can you not do it in front of him? Can you not, can you party and have two drinks and let it be that, but she's 23 years old. So what do you expect to happen with someone who is goofy like her, who is very selfish in 23? Like she don't really care, because she was up here talking about having a baby with him too. And I'm like, girl, you need to pump your brakes for real. But their wrap up is that they are going to be on Love After Lockup. So after every couple, they give a wrap up. What's up, Shanika Beckham? Welcome to the live. Yeah, she's young. And we've all been young before, and we've all done some things, not excusing her behavior, but we all have had a moment where we have been young. Again, like I said, I went to school for criminal justice. One of the things that we talked about as well and discussed is that, do you know that your brain, your frontal brain, that brain that is conscious and thinking and all of that, doesn't fully develop until you're 25. So if we're thinking about it on those terms, her brain isn't even fully developed yet. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Salai? So we're gonna go ahead and see them on Love After Lockup, y'all. And yeah, we'll see what happens with them. Let's move on to the next couple, y'all. That was Daniel and Bianca. Like I said, after every couple, they do give a wrap up of them. Let's get to Hope and Arthur. Hope and Arthur. All right, y'all. So y'all know last episode, Hope took Arthur to meet her parents. Excuse me, y'all. I'm going to drink some water. I don't know what's going on in my throat. All right, y'all. Shout out to the Stanley Cup. I love my little Stanley Cup. All right, y'all. So y'all know Hope brought on Arthur to meet her sisters and her grandparents. Okay, and they gave him a dragging. They interviewed him. Excuse me. Okay, I'm good. They were interviewing him, asking him all these questions and everything. Trying to get a feel for who he is. Mainly the grandparents, because I think the sisters may have heard some things about Arthur before, based off of how they were acting, based off of the questions they were asking Hope. Okay, and so Arthur, Hope, in my opinion, brought Arthur there to get dragged by her family, because she didn't interject and tell them, okay, enough questions. Let's talk about something else or whatever. I know you're getting to know this individual, right? Because they are dating your family member. However, the dragging of him was not necessary, in my opinion. I just feel like they could have lessened the blows just a little bit, because y'all act like Hope is like the vice president of the United States or something. Like y'all really have to grill this guy because she is a woman of certain stature and caliber. It don't got to be that deep. And I ain't, no shade to Hope, but slight shade. She, y'all ain't got, it ain't that deep. Y'all ain't got to do all that. Y'all don't have to be grilling him like he is on the interview, okay? So Hope's grandfather pulls Arthur to the side and doubles down on the grilling and asks Arthur, is he a part of a gang? Now listen, I understand y'all got questions, but that was just so random to me. Are you a part of a gang? Like, he already feels nervous because he is up here meeting you all for the first time, and he's sitting up here, Hope is not defending him, standing by his side or anything while the questioning is going on. And the grandfather going to say, are you in a gang? I mean, he did pull him to the side and ask him, but at the same time, I would have been looking at him like, No. What do you think? Everybody that goes to jail joins the gang. But then again, the grandfather did have, some concerns on that issue because Arthur does have tattoos on his face. He got this big old Dorito looking triangle in his forehead. So the grandfather probably had a valid point to ask, are you in the gang? Because only somebody in the gang or somebody who is not all there would do something like that to their face. In his opinion, that's probably what he's thinking. So they leave the restaurant, right? They walk in. Arthur says he feels like that Hope left him out to dry. I also feel the same way. I feel like she could have at least told her family, calm down, pump your brakes, okay? Um, that chain. That chain on Hope's neck. Let me tell you something. I ain't no small chick either. I ain't huge, but I ain't no small chick either. But baby, look at my chain, Hope. Look at my chain on my neck, how it hangs down, okay? And I love chains like this. I don't like chokers, okay? Because when you are a plus size chick and you wear a choker, everybody is thinking the same thing. That necklace is about to pop off her fat neck. That's what they're thinking. So why would you have that A that symbolizes Arthur? I guess you need to get a longer chain, Hope, and have it drop a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then it will look a little better around your neck. That whole chain, I don't even mean to drag the chain, but I was just looking at the segment of them, and the chain was just about to pop off the neck. I said, Hope, get a new chain. Moving on from that. So Hope is still trying to hint on the marriage thing. I just don't understand. Why do you want to marry this guy? A couple of episodes ago, this guy had a mental breakdown in front of production and everybody else that was on the street. He said he was seeing demons and the whole nine. And you want to sit up here and have a daggone marriage and life with him. He needs to get some mental help and spiritual help. And you sitting up here trying to still hint at marriage. I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get it. The standards for a man of who you should want should not be somebody who has had a mental breakdown. Am I saying that we don't all go through things in life? Yes, we do. Am I saying we don't all maybe get to a point where we need to take a woosah or whatever? Yes, we do. But this man said he saw demons. Why would you want to attach yourself and marry somebody who told you that he saw demons a couple of episodes ago? But that's because she got pink hair. So she ain't, I mean, hey, it is what it is. Moving on from that, so we wrapped them up because I don't think nothing else happened with them. Hold on, let me check my other pages because I had to write. Yeah, I don't think nothing else happened with them. I think that was it with them. They're not coming back, y'all, because this was the wrap up for them. They broke up after filming. So after filming was over, she all talking about this marriage and stuff like that. They broke up, okay? Arthur was also arrested again, y'all. Hold on. Excuse me. Arthur was arrested again in May of 2024 this year. And I think it has something to do with Hope. So the rumor mill is that Hope had a gun or something and she tried to say that Arthur had shot her, but then she came back out and she debunked that rumor and did admit that she had shot herself or something by accident. I don't know, something crazy. But either way, he had ended up getting arrested because of that and he is awaiting trial. I firmly hope that Arthur does get himself together, that he does get the spiritual help that he needs and the mental help that he needs. I also am glad that they are not together anymore because Hope was not for him and he was not for her. She very much was selfish and she very much only cared about marrying him, having this life with him, but not taking into account what was going on with him on the inside, so she wasn't for him. So they're off of the show. We're not going to see them again. And I'm glad about that. Moving on to the next couple. We're going to talk about Kim and Joey. Okay. Joey got on my nerves real bad, like real bad. The nerve. Joey is the type of dude. I have met dudes like him that feel like that they are the second coming or something. They feel like that no woman can live without them. They wear their backwards hat. They shape up their face. They spray on a few sprays of cologne. Had their little baggy little clothes, okay, that he rocking from 2004, and they just feel like that they are the it thing, that a woman cannot live without them, that they are just going to be miserable if they can't have them. And Joey, you are trash. You are not a prize. You are not a winner. Him and Kim are both trash. I believe they deserve each other, but let's get into it. So Joey is waiting at the park. Y'all know last week he wanted to meet up with his ex, which I'm confused. What you need to meet up with your ex for? If you in a whole new relationship, right, and your ex keeps texting you saying, "What's up with that thing? Are we going to hang out, get together, and everything like that?" All you have to do is say, "Huh, no, I'm in a relationship." Block. That's it. That's all that lady needed to know. But no, Joey says, let me go meet up with her at the park to let her know in person that I'm over her, done with her. I don't want to be with her no more. He calling her all type of bees and all of this, and he just going to go meet up with her at the park. I don't believe that that's why he met up with her. Okay, he's sitting there and he waiting and he waiting and he waiting. Okay, long story short, the girl stood him up. She didn't pull up. She didn't show up. He thought that a couple of cars was her. He was like, "Oh, is that her? Is that her? Is that her?" I believe Joey wanted to see how this chick looked because he was a little too hurt that she didn't show up. He wanted to see how she looked because he had a relationship with her in the past, because he was still holding on to the fact that he was mad that she broke up with him when he went in jail. He wanted to probably see if they could hang out, if they could hook up with each other. Shout out to Auntie's Advice. I do watch her. She's another content creator on YouTube. Y'all should check her out. She made a point that I firmly agree with, that he was going to try to get between the sheets with the ex, that he was not going to go to a engagement party with Kim that day or come home that night. And I believe that. I believe he was trying to meet up with her so he could cheat, because Kim said he has a history of cheating. Let's move on. So Kim is at the house. She's sitting on the bed texting Joey, trying to reach him because they got an engagement party that day. So while Joey is in the park going to go tell the ex that it's done and over with, they got an engagement party that they need to go to. I believe Joey picked a fight with Kim about the ex, friend requesting him, and then friend requesting Kim. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. My little mic went out, so I had to go ahead and just take it from the phone and go without the mic. I be charging them little things. I'm gonna give me a bigger and better one, but they don't always last throughout my review. So I got to give me something else. But I did like the little mics because I like that they could clip onto my clothes. But let's keep moving. What's up, Yuli girl? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. And so I what was I saying? So Kim, she's sitting up here trying to reach Joey, and Joey was, like I said, with Auntie's advice. I believe that what she said. He's sitting up here trying to get his groove back with the ex, but she didn't show up. She was a no-show. So he left the park and he was like, "I'm over with her," and pay attention to what he said, y'all. He was like, she got a new man and she can go and cheat on her new man, but she can't come and meet up with me. So basically, code word, you can go cheat with somebody else in the past, but you can't come cheat with me. He wanted to get with her in the sheets. He wasn't going to no engagement party. But anyway, moving on. So Joey then leaves the park, right? He pulls back up to the house and he busts up in the door like Ike Turner, talking about some,
So this is what we gonna do. We just gonna get our stuff together. We gonna go to the engagement party and woo woo woo. And he up here barking demands. If I was Kim, I would have been like, we not going to no engagement party until we talk about this ex. Is she over? Is she done? Did you block her? Is this a wrap or what? Because I'm not moving on with nobody who's still holding on to an ex. Um, Hold on, y'all. Let me get to their page. So they pull up at the engagement party. First of all, they drove two cars. I don't know why they had to do that. I think Joey drove two cars just in case something pop off and the ex texts him. He could roll out and go meet with her anyway. Yuli says Kim deserves everything she gets from him because she allows it once when her with her. And then he takes money from her, yep, and then talks to her like that, and she's still staying, yep, in her crib, yep. It wouldn't be me either, Yuli. I absolutely agree. However, Kim is desperate. She ain't no saint either, because I don't understand how you having an engagement party when you still married. She ain't nobody's divorce, and she up here planning an engagement party. Child bye. So Kim decides to go forward with this engagement party. They leave the house in two separate cars. Baby, y'all cars was big enough where y'all could have fit everything y'all needed for that little engagement party in that car and then rode together. But Joey did that on purpose so that he could roll out if he need to. See, you cannot it's no way I'm gonna buy you a car and then you gonna sit up here and roll out whenever you get ready. Pick an argument with me so you can ride around Eden, North Carolina, seeing who is ready to cheat with you. No, sir, it's not gonna happen. Them keys would have been snatched. Would have been snatched. Let's move on. So they get to the party. They brought their clothes to change. They change in the bathroom and everything. Kim curling her hair. They got a charcuterie board out. And that charcuterie board did look good. It was packed with a whole bunch of stuff. Their friends and family have come and all of this. And they're having this engagement party. Okay. Both of them are talking about exes and everything. And his mom chimes in and says, it's going to get better, trying to encourage Kim and everything like that. His mom is a really sweet lady, right? But she gives me the vibe that she makes excuses for her son's behavior. And I don't care what type of parent you are, you should never make excuses. If your child is wrong, they wrong. If your child is a cheater, they a cheater. I'm not saying bring that up at the engagement party, but the mom very much seemed like if something went down between Kim and Joey and Kim caused her to confide in her, that the mom would be like, oh, girl, wash your face. It's going to be okay. Cook some dinner, get all pretty. He's coming back. She seemed like one of them moms, but mom's still nice though, so I ain't gonna take it from her, but that's just what I'm getting from her. So y'all, the climax happens at this party when Kim's cousin pull up. So y'all know Joey used to date Kim's cousin back in the day, okay? And not only did he date her, Kim cheated on Joey while he was with the cousin. So Kim is trash too. She don't care nothing about her cousin. She cheated with Joey knowing that her cousin was with him back in the day. What trash? What trash? And she deserves everything she gets. So Tatum is the cousin's name. So she pulls up, and when she pulls up into the engagement party, she looks really hurt, like she had been crying, like something had happened. And she tells Kim, I just do not agree with this. I need to pull you to the side and tell you something. And I'm like, oh gosh, I thought she was gonna come in there and be like, I don't agree with this wedding. Y'all shouldn't be together or something. She said, I gotta pull you aside and talk to you. Yuli says, child, Tatum is a bit dramatic, but I believe he was trying to act like a garden tool. Yeah, she was putting 20 on 10, okay? She was a bit over the top and bit dramatic. And I think because maybe the cameras was in her face, so she felt like, okay, showtime situation. But I believe everything that she said, though. So she pulls Kim to the side, and she tells Kim that Joey, when she was coming in, when he was outside talking with his dudes, that he whistled at her. So, hold on, y'all. Let me do a good whistle. So he said, whatever that whistle is, y'all. Right now I'm running off of working overnight and having a busy day, so I'm a little tired, but y'all know what I mean. Okay, he did a little whistle to her, and she didn't like that. Like, if you over a dude and you don't want that attention from a dude, you don't want nothing from him, no advances from him, no look your way, no hug, no high five, no whistles, no nothing. But he sat up there and whistled at her, and it really got to her. She was really mad about it. So she's telling Kim, and Kim is up here not believing her, in my opinion. She's sitting up here looking at her like, girl, it ain't that deep. This is my engagement party. Have several seats and just enjoy. And so the friend that was with the cousin steps up and says, yeah, I was walking in with her. He did whistle at her. Why is she over there trying to tell Kim what's up? Before she told her what's up, here's Joey with his arm around Kim in Tatum's face. Child, I would have been like, can you tell your man to excuse us because I got to talk to you? So before she tells Kim, he over there all over there trying to see what she going to say so that he can deny it. And Kim going to believe him because she's desperate for this man. So he leaves and then she reveals it to him. And Kim basically, in my opinion, did not believe what she said because she even said, this is my engagement party, just sit down. And her friends, Kim friends was looking like, girl, I don't know, Joey is, Eden's garden tool. He do get around, So, um, Tatum says that she couldn't stay at the party. She says, I gotta go. I can't stay at the party or whatever. Wish you the best. I gotta peace out. I think she tried to come to show support of Kim and Joey, but she just couldn't do it. Seeing him just trigger something. And then Joey with his trash self, he goes and says, well, she making that up because me and her, I'm her first love. I took her virginity. She can't move on with life without me. I'm just that, it dude and everything. And I'm just looking at the screen like, you know what? This is a major manipulative dude. You sit up here thinking that this lady came in here and made up that you whistled at her because she hasn't moved on and can't get over you. That's when y'all were children. I firmly believe that she does not want anything to do with you. Was she shocked when Kim told her that she cheated with Joey? Yes. I think that would have took me back too. Even if it happened 20 years ago. If my cousin came to me and says, hey, I slept with your husband that you're married to now back in the day, I would feel away. And anybody would feel away. But at the end of the day, Joey, don't act like that you some prize that Kim just struck gold. Miss me with that, okay? Anyway, moving on. So, to wrap up Kim and Joey, Joey is no longer in contact with the ex. So they showed him in the kitchen where Kim is blocking the ex and all of that. I would have actually loved to see the ex, though, come and put Joey on blast. Because the ex did friend request Kim, y'all. So I would have loved to see him get on blast by the ex. Kelly Dixon. Kelly says with the big hips. Yes. Joey has childbearing hips. Joey hips are ready to squeeze out. Twins, baby. I know some men are built like that, but that would be a major turn off for me. I don't think I would be married to my husband today if he had wide woman bearing hips. I wouldn't be able to do it. I'm like, He got me walking around like he the it dude, and he's shaped like a mom of 5 at the bottom. Like, get the heck out of here. Julie says, that would have been better than Tatum dramatic airs. Yeah, it would have been better to see the ex come on instead of Tatum walking in there like that. But I'm thinking the dude had touched her the way she came in there. Like, I'm like, oh my God, what did he do? Like, I really thought it was about to be something crazy. But when you don't okay, if y'all can understand, imagine like the most cringiest dude that you could think of, or woman, if any men are on. The cringiest person you could think of, right? And they see you walking in and they whistle and start catcalling and making all these noises and stuff like that. You wouldn't want it. You wouldn't have it. Especially like, we're only getting a whistle that she said. We don't don't know if Joey said some other stuff to her on the outside that was offensive, and then seeing him from not seeing him from so long, and maybe she did love him in the past, like it probably struck up some nerves and everything within her. Still dramatic, but I can understand why she feel that way. So to wrap them up, Joey is no longer in contact with the ex, and it said that they are planning their wedding without Tatum. So, Kim has sacrificed her relationship with a cousin that she said is one of her favorite cousins, all for Joey, and did not believe her. I just don't feel like she believed her, but we're gonna see, because are they gonna be on Life After Lockup? I think they're gonna be on Life After Lockup. I don't know why. But if they are going to be on there, they better bring something else, because they were not that interesting, in my opinion. But moving on to the next couple, y'all, which is going to be... Oh, gosh, they making me laugh already. Hold up, let me get to that page. Y'all probably already know who it's going to be. It's going to be Christine and Julian. They going to be on the next Life After Lockup. Okay, Kelly, yeah. Child, what's going to be their storyline, do y'all think? Put in the comments what y'all think is going to be their storyline. Because only thing it could be is that Kim is still married, okay? She hasn't got a divorce yet. I don't know if Joey knows that, so maybe they're going to try to spin it that way. And also, Joey probably going to... I think that he going to attempt to reach out to Tatum. Because that would be an interesting dynamic as well. That ex may pop back up. So I guess they could have some form of storyline, child, but we shall see. Christine and Julian, when I tell y'all what's up, got to be Pink Boutique. Hello. How you two coming in? You're loving your review. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for loving the review. So when I tell y'all, Christine and Julian to me is the most awkward couple that we have on this season, but it was funny. Okay, let's get to it. So y'all know Christine told us that she wants to be a comedian. Okay, her comedic name is the convicted comic, or something like that. So she is up here at this open mic night, and she about to go on the stage to give the people some jokes. Okay, first of all, she wore this orange jumpsuit. Okay, she's trying to put us in the vibe of orange is the new black type feeling, right? Yeah. I couldn't stop laughing when I was watching it in real time. Yuli says, child, that's a troll. Oh, probably, child. I feel like I'm the YouTuber that get the most trolls. But they don't bother me. I just entertain it like they a real person. So let's talk about the pros. The pros of this whole thing with Christine, right, is the fact that she actually did say, I want to do this. She started making flyers. She got herself booked at an open mic, okay? And she had some support from her newfound friends at the restaurant she works at, okay? So I will say that. And the audience, it was a lot of people in the audience. Newly says, nah, the troll in the audience. Oh, the troll in the audience. Oh, okay. Christine, I felt so bad for her. Yeah. Okay, we're going to talk about the heckler, too. So, the pros of it is all of those. Oh, I thought you was talking about the person that came in the room. My apologies to, Got to be Pink Boutique. But yeah, so the crowd was great. Her friends was there. We didn't see Julian right away, but he had to make a dramatic entrance because y'all already know he wasn't the biggest fan of her doing this. But then he has a change of heart and says he's going to go and support her and everything like that. So I will say that, when she put her mind to doing the comedy and being the convicted comic, she went ahead and made some things shake, and she got an open mic, okay? I'm not a troll, just subscribe. Thank you! Yay! Thank you, Got to be Pink Boutique, for subscribing. I know you're not a troll. Yuli was talking about the troll in the audience on the show, but I thought she'd been chewed. But thank you for subscribing. Thank you. I appreciate it. Go ahead. If you haven't subscribed and you're watching, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that like button, y'all. So, okay, let's get to the show, y'all. So, she gets on stage, right? Now, her friends hyping her up. Now, if you want to have some friends in your corner, have some friends that's going to hype you, but have some friends that's going to keep it 100 with you. Like, sidebar, this is a sidebar story. So, I took a girls' trip, right? We took a girls' trip to Chattanooga, Tennessee. Okay, I'm in Georgia. Okay, so Chattanooga, Tennessee from Georgia is about a 2 hour drive, right? So we said we're gonna take a girls trip to Chattanooga because on Instagram they were showing how pretty Chattanooga was, what it was to do there, and all of this. And plus, the weekend we went, they had like a seafood festival. So it was about five of us. Wait a minute, it was one, two, four. It was six of us. Okay. So it was six of us. We went on this trip. And so one of the girls that went with us is a plus size woman like myself. Okay. Now, I love to dress. I love fashion. I love jewelry. I love makeup. I love hair. I love being a girl's girl. Like that. That's just me. That's just what I love. Love the nails. Y'all always see the nails and stuff. I love that. Pedicures, all of that. That's me. I'm a girl's girly. So the girl that went with us was a plus size girl as well, right? And I thought that we were, good friends, okay? So when we were getting ready to go to the seafood fest, she puts on this dress. Now, the girl is easily a 3X, 4X, okay? If you want to get in the mindset of how big she was. Now, I am a 2X, okay? So I'm smaller than her and I don't have all of the belly that she has going on, right? And so the girl puts on this dress and she asks me, she says, Tasha, is this dress too small, too short, too tight? I looked at it. I said, yes, all of those things. I said, yes, it's all of those things. And so she was like, that's why I don't ask you nothing, because you always got something to say. And I clutched my pearls like, hold up. First of all, you asked me. Okay, and I'm your friend. So I'm supposed to keep it 100 with you. But you got some people out here that don't want their friends to keep it 100. And I'm a plus size chick too, so I'm not going to steer you wrong. I'm going to let you know. Plus size to plus size, that dress ain't hitting. You should have had a size up, or it could have stood to be two sizes up. So another girl was standing in the room with us, and she was a petite, skinnier girl. She goes and asks her, and the girl is really nice. Like, she's my friend too. The girl is really, really nice. And so she's not like kind of blunt like I am sometimes. And so the girl was just like, oh, it looks okay to me. Of course she going to say that because she's not in our community. She doesn't understand the plus size woes of the community. So why would you ask her? But anyway, all of that short story to say is that Christine friends wasn't keeping it 100 with her, and they should have. They should have really been like, girl, we're gonna be there to support you, but it's going to be a hard job as a comic. You just can't get up there and tell a couple of knock jokes and think that people gonna rock with you, because it's gonna be some people that's probably gonna boo you and do all types of stuff, especially amongst this crowd. Now, I love my white brethren and sister, but when white people get drunk, sometimes their mouths get a little reckless. I ain't saying black people mouths don't get reckless in other races too, but white people have been known to do some reckless stuff when they have some Jägermeisters going on and a couple of little Budweisers and all that. They start getting a little hot. All right, y'all. So let's see what happened with her performance. Okay, so she gets up on stage and she says, hey, y'all, I'm Christine and I am a convicted felon, just got out, and I'm gonna tell y'all some jokes. When I was in jail, they called me 50 because I went to jail for robbing some banks, and a heckler in the crowd was like, that's stealing. And she was like, it is, but that's what I did. And she was like, fun fact, you don't really need a weapon to rob a bank. All you got to do is write a note and slide the note to the teller, and then they can give you the money. And the heckler was just like, everybody in the audience was looking like, When are we supposed to laugh? Like, at what point are we supposed to laugh? So the heckler is just giving it to her. Now, say your jokes are not landing, right? I would have went in on the heckler. I would have started joning on him. I would have did something. Like, something would have got a chuckle out of the audience. So Julian, he walks in. He's off to the side. He's being a supportive boyfriend. He's up here smiling and all of that, trying to crack a smile for her. Even her friends was in the front row sipping their drinks. They was like, child, this is bad. So she up here letting the heckler get the best of her. So eventually she's on stage and she's just like, I lost my train of thought. You could see that she was getting emotional. I was like, oh God. I said, Christine, you bombing, girl, but just bomb without letting these people see you cry. Girl, she started crying. She ran off the stage to the bathroom, and everybody's looking like, what the heck is this? So the heckler just made it worse, but you got to deal with that stuff. She should have listened to some tapes and went on YouTube and understood the comic lifestyle. I think I'm funny sometimes, but I'm not comic funny. Like, that is a gift and a craft. You have to work on that. You just can't pop up some flyers, post them up, get to your local open mic and just start doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that her effort wasn't good, but girl, you wasn't comic funny. And Julian tried to tell her, he tried to warn her, but he just let her go ahead and do her thing. And then he was there to pick up the tears when she started crying. I do like that about him, okay? So she goes in the bathroom. She's crying. Julian runs after her. He's in the bathroom. She's sitting on the public stall with her orange jumpsuit on. And that orange jumpsuit looked horrible on Christine. I'm just saying. And so she gets in the stall. She's up here crying. She's taking the mic off. She's like, I don't want to do this anymore. Blah, 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 blah. Julian is like, it's okay. Julian was like, you were funny. And I was like, Julian, don't lie to her. Yuli says, why did she sit on the... Right. I would have been like, I'm a stand. But I mean, I guess she had on clothes. So I guess she could wash the clothes, I don't know. But Julian was like, you were funny. You were doing well until the heckler started. He was like, I wanted to go and punch him and all of that. And I'm like, Julian, ain't nobody scared of you. You wouldn't squash a grape. So I don't know why you sitting up here talking about you want to go punch the dude. Okay. So she was like, done with it. Julian told the cameraman to give us some time. Did y'all notice how the cameraman came in that bathroom anyway? The producers was like, y'all don't run this. We run this. It was like, y'all signed the contract. We coming in this bathroom, okay? And we getting some footage and we getting some words. And so when Christine comes out the bathroom, her friends are there. They're like, woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo. Shout out to Sinclair on Living Single, if y'all remember that back in the day. Child, they was trying to comfort her. And they was trying to let her know, it's okay. You didn't do that bad. Blah, 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 blah. I said, again, no good friends. Because I'm like, girl, you bombed. However, it took courage to get up there because I couldn't have done it. Yuli says, girl, you imagine standing up with pee stains from that toilet. Then jump from the toilet to the car and say, yeah, that is nasty. You made a good point, Yuli. But she don't care because that's Julian Carr. So she like, I ain't gotta do that. But yeah, I still wouldn't have sat on that toilet, even with clothes on. But child, so the friend's trying to woo her. She left with Julian. She get in the car and she's just like, I'm not gonna do stand-up anymore, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, please don't. Or if you are gonna do it, you should get somebody to work with you and everything because, girl, you bombed. Oh, what else happened with them? Hold on. Let me be So next morning, right? She wake up. Julian is like, how'd you sleep? Julian remind me of Mr. Rogers for some reason. I don't. Or freaking oh my God. Stuart on Mad TV. Y'all, I'm dating myself, right? But go Google some of these things if y'all know what I'm talking about. But he was like, how'd you sleep and everything? And she was like, I mean, I'm better. She outside, she out smoking a cigarette and stuff, and she talking about she better today and all of that and everything like that. You know, I thought that Christine probably thought that her convicted history and stories was going to be funny. Now, if y'all want somebody that's funny that was locked up, his name is Ali Sadiq, right? He is a comic, but he tells stories about situations that happened when he was locked up and everything, how he got locked up, things like that. And it's funny. It lands every single time. He's hilarious. However, Christine, this wasn't funny to the people because the people is thinking you went and interrupted some people's lives during crime and now you want us to laugh at it? No, it wasn't funny to us. um, what else? What else? What else? Da 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 da. Hold on. Next morning, she in the backyard. Julian trying to comfort her, and let's wrap them up. It says that Julian is hoping to get a new job. This is the wrap up from them. Yuli says, do they have a dog? Because Christine walking barefoot. You know, I don't know what that is. I have always asked this to my Caucasian brother and sister. What is it about y'all that go outside barefoot all the time? No matter, I have seen so many white people out, and this is not just even at their house. We were in Chattanooga, and there was some white folk or Caucasian folk. I don't mean to offend nobody, but they were walking bare feet on the side of the sidewalk. I was like, well, dang, y'all not afraid to step on something? I mean, really. But I mean, hey, that's what they do. That's what they do. So, the wrap up with them to close them out. Julian is hoping for a new job. He has not got a new job yet. Okay, I don't know what's up with that. He been going on interviews, but we shall see. And this is why, sidebar, that he ended up robbing from Walmart. That's what they do, right, Kelly Dixon? So he ended up robbing, y'all know him and Christine robbed Walmart. Okay, sidebar with that. Okay, that's why he probably ended up doing it because he ain't found a job yet. Um, what else happened? Christine says she not giving up on stand up. Okay, we see her in the store trying to get some new outfits and stuff, trying to work on her craft. And I was just like, you know what? Congratulations for you, Christine. Okay, for not letting that one bomb experience tear you down. You're gonna press forward and you're gonna try to continue to do it. And then what else happened with them? She ended up meeting Julian's dad on FaceTime. Julian dad, Yuli says, robbing Walmart to feed the cat. Right, that part. Julian dad looked like he was so uninterested in meeting her, but he was on FaceTime like, yeah, how you doing? I was like, dad is like, I don't want to meet this lady. And then she still has not met the kids. And that was the wrap up with them. How in the world you ain't met the kids yet? Don't you live at the house? So your kids, Julian, what is up with your kids? Do they not hear noises upstairs? Because I know Christine, she's a heavier chick. I know she ain't tiptoeing upstairs. They probably like, did I hear something, Daddy? And he was like, no, that's just the wind. And it's Christine up there in the attic. Child, Yuli says, congratulations, Christine, for being the only inmate to have a job. You know what? Good point, Yuli. Good point. I don't think nobody else on this season, we did not see none of them get a job. She actually did get a job. So congratulations to that. You made a very good point. She's the only one out of all of the inmates that have an actual job. So, and I think that's because Julian stayed on her and was like, baby, you gonna need to get a job. Let's move on to the next couple, y'all, which is gonna be Shante and True. Oh gosh. Shante is the epitome of a silly, desperate woman. And for what? For this guy? I just don't get it. So True is paroling now to a friend of his brother's wife. So his sister-in-law friend is going to take him in. Everybody keeps taking, that has to speak to the character of you, True. You've been bouncing around from couch surfing, pillar to post, house to house, and nobody is trying to deal with you for real. Because now you're at your sister-in-law's friend's house, okay? Kelly Dixon says they got engaged. It's on the YouTube channel. Oh, you talking about True and Shante? Child, no congratulations to that. I think that is stupid. I think that is a stupid move. I mean, it's her life. She can live her life the way she want to live it. But this man is going to run her. I heard about that, Kelly. I did hear about that, but that is just wild. But anyway, so now he at Peppa's house. Hence the thumbnail. If y'all saw my thumbnail about Peppa Pig, that's why I put it up there. Because the name of his sister-in-law's friend is Peppa. So they on their way to Peppa house, right? So and funny, no shade to Peppa, but she kind of looked like Peppa Pig a little. Just a little bit. Just a little. I could not find a picture of her on there, but she kind of looked like that. She looked like she was a prison mom or something too, because she opened the door when we get to her house, and the house looked a little spooky. Now, I ain't no shade to nobody's house, right? Because you got a roof over your head, that's a blessing, especially in this economy. However, that house looked like a trap house. Like, it really did look like a trap house. I wouldn't call it a crack house, but it looked like a trap house from the outside. Like, it looked like it been through some things, like through the struggle. Like, I don't know if that's her house that she's renting or if she owns it, but it needs some home improvement. It really do, from the outside. Now, the inside didn't look trashy or nothing like that, but the outside did give me trap houses, vibe. That's what it gave me. So Peppa opened the door. She got on a black hoodie like she about to open up for Eminem or something on the 8 Mile or something. And she up here like, yeah. She like, hey, how y'all doing or whatever. So they get up in the house. Shante immediately wanted to know if True could have visitors, and Peppa was like, oh nah, the rules is the rules. I don't like people. I'm trying to get her accent because it was kind of country. She was like, I don't like people, and I don't want nobody coming in here, and they ain't gonna come in here. The rules is the rules. Like, she was talking like a slick pimp or something too. I don't know what was going on with Peppa, but Peppa was just like, he not about to come in here, and he not about to sit up here and run havoc and do what he been doing in all these other houses, because I heard about it. I don't play them games, right? But True is slickster, so he gonna try some stuff, right? And Peppa says she don't even really want True there. So, she definitely ain't having no visitors. Producer was like, so True on house arrest, right? So producers was like, so are you going to break the rules? Because he only can leave the house on, I think it's on Monday and Wednesday or something like that. And he can leave and stay out from a certain period of time, right? And so the producers was like, well, how you gonna make money if you on house arrest and you can only leave 2 days a week? And True said that he had other means of getting income. He said he got other means of getting income. Are you selling dime bags, True? Like, he be talking in riddles to make you know that the way he's getting his money is not really legit. And it's crazy because you're on house arrest. You were on a syndicated show up here talking about all of the things that you're doing to get money, and it's not a job. Is his PO watching this? Like, if I was a parole officer, I would be heavily invested in Love After Lockup, especially if I know one of my parolees is on the show, because they would give me everything I need to do my job. Yuli says, I need True parole to get this man a remote job. Yes, or remote schooling. He has to clock in he needs to clock in somewhere every day. So True said he's not going to break the rules. We done heard that before with him. We've heard that before, okay? And so Shante says, was that your cell over there, talking about his room? And he like, yeah, that's my space over there. And so she's like, well, let's go check it out. So they go over there to the room. He giving her the tour of the house and everything. And he up here saying, I'm gonna handle my business here and blah, 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 talking to her. But the way they were interacting made it look like they were trying to have the sex right in Peppa's house. And I'm like, how disrespectful is that? Shante, have some class. You just met this lady and you're trying to bust busted wide open right on in True's little room. Like, really? I would have been like, I'm not doing that. I don't know this lady, first of all. Second of all, I don't feel comfortable doing that in her house. She already looked like she don't play that. Like, she used to be a prison mom. So I'm not trying to do that up in this lady house. But Shante is a goofy, oh, she's a 15-year-old trapped inside a 36, I think she 36-year-old woman's body. Like, that's what's going on with her. I don't know. Her self-esteem is just in the toilet. Like, it's really in hell, for real. She don't have no type of self-worth or nothing to let a man like this drag you on this show like this and treat you like trash. Every time I see her face on the screen, I get mad. Because I'm like, this has got to be scripted. I said, can't nobody be this dumb. But Shante is. So the next morning, and I guess Shante left. I don't know if they did the sex. They probably did. The next morning, we see Shante calls her friend Jaya. I think that's her friend name. And she's like, True cheated. And I'm like, I said, these, I'm so glad they're not going to be on Life After Lockup. I'm so glad, because it's just going around and around and around the circle with them. This dude cheats. She forgives him. He makes her all these empty promises. They get back together for 2 seconds. Then he cheats again. Like, that is the history of their relationship. Okay. She said that he talked to another woman. This is how much he does not care for Shante and disrespects her. He talked to another woman on the Bluetooth in the car while Shante was there talking about that's a friend. And she's sitting up here believing it. Okay. The producers was like, hold up. Ask him, did he cheat? He owned up to it. He said, yeah, I cheated. He said he cheated. He said he out here having fun and using protection. I said, this dude is so... When you listen to True and their segment, it's almost like you want to get a drink. You're just like, I'm getting... because this has to be scripted, right? So Shante says to her friend, I'm through with him. And you could tell the friend was on the phone falling asleep, because the friend is over it too. The friend is sick of hearing about their relationship and everything. And so are we. The friend, because Shante at one point was like, you there? And she was like, yeah, I'm here. She was probably watching something like, girl, I don't have time to sit up here and keep listening to you and True antics, okay? So Shante pulls up to Pepper House, right? Because she bringing True his stuff. And I'm like, what stuff? It looked like it was food because it was in some little drawstring bag or something. Like, I was like, dang, he only had like a t-shirt or something. Like, what are you bringing him? So she pulls up the Pepper House and he cracks the door open like he had somebody in there. Like, did y'all see that? He was just like, and his hand came out to take the bag, and I'm like, True, why do we not see you? Are you not clothed? Is there another woman in there? Like, what is going on? Shante walking up there handing him the bag, and then she walking away. Finally, he surfaces out the house with this old smug grin on his face, and he telling us on, what you doing? What you doing? And she just like, True, I'm done with you. I'm over it. And she's like, I'm gonna block you and all this other stuff. All these false rap battle threats that she making to True that's not gonna hold up, and he know that. And he talking about some, this my baby mom. She not gonna be mad at me. She'll just get over it. We got kids together. Got to be Pink Boutique says he was laughing at her. Yes, he knows she ain't going on. Exactly. And that is the saddest part of it. He got you wrapped around his finger. He knows that you love him. He know you ain't going nowhere, that he can do whatever he wants to do, and you'll be right there, and you not going nowhere. And that is just trash. What else happened with them? Let's wrap them up so we can get to the last couple. Hold on. Okay, so he outside, y'all, talking from the balcony to her. She in the car. He talking from the balcony. If I was the neighbors in the neighborhood, I would have got on a porch with some tea so quick. I would have been like, I'd have been right on my porch like, I would have called my husband and be like, oh, them Love After Lockup people is outside, baby. And he would have came out there. We would have sat beside each other and had a good old ooh and ah and a kiki. Girl, he out there talking to her, and he told her, don't come crying later. He said to her, don't come crying later. So he knows that she's going to come back. He knows that everything she's saying don't mean ish, because y'all already know, like Kelly put in the comments earlier, they got engaged. They're engaged. Now, I thought they was already engaged, but then they broke that off, remember, at the Airbnb. But now they're engaged again. I said, this is some crazy foolery. She keeps talking about, I'm ready to go. I'm about to go. I'm done with True. I'm about to go. Y'all already know that's how she talk, because she revealed that she does have, I think her top teeth are dentures or flippers or something. I don't know what's going on at the top, but she always talk with her mouth closed. And she might have had them removed so far, but that's how she talks. So, she said she was ready to go, but she sat there for a few minutes. Bump production. If I was through with him, he cheated on me again the way he cheated me, I don't care if production was like, hold on for a minute, let's get some more footage. No, I would have drove away. They would have had to follow me, okay? Like on the episode of Cops. They would have had to run after me with the camera, because I would have been gone, okay? She was still on the phone with the friend, because the friend up here talking about some, yeah, I want to know if she confirmed they were flippers. Okay, yeah, that's why she talked like that. Her friend was like, yeah, I want to know why you cheated and all of this and that. Her friend saying it from the car and everything and all of that. I think Shante can only put on her big woman drawers when her friend is around. She seems that she could only boss up and be Debo-ish when her friend is around. When she's around True by herself, she's like this. She don't say nothing. I'm like, girl, if you need a friend to hype you up, when this man is dragging you and wreaking havoc all in your life, then you need to ask yourself some questions. What else? What else? What else? Okay, that's it with them. Hold up, y'all. So wrap them up. Wrap them up. We gonna wrap them up. True is off house arrest. I'm like, oh boy, he about to be out in them streets. And the saddest thing ever is Shante lost the babies. Okay. Some YouTubers floating around on the YouTube streets have been saying that they don't believe that Shante was ever pregnant. I am torn, because I gave her the benefit of the doubt, right? But what kind of piqued my interest in making me think that she might not have been pregnant, because when she went to the ultrasound, she didn't go forward with doing an ultrasound. They kind of, I don't care if True was there or not, I still would have wanted to hear my baby's heartbeat and see my babies. Like, having an ultrasound, that is so exciting and an important part of your pregnancy journey. So I don't understand why she did not get that done at that point. So it makes sense when people says that she was never pregnant, and then just conveniently she loses the babies. Now, I'm not trying to make no fun of her situation, because I understand what it means to, or know what it feels like to lose a child, right? And miscarry. So I never want to sit up here and say that that she was lying, because I hope, a part of me feels like it, but I really, a bigger part of me believed her that she was pregnant, because the way that her stomach looked and everything, I'm like, so what was that, fat this whole time? Because a lot of YouTubers were saying that she might not have been pregnant and all of that, and she was never pregnant and everything like that. Sorry, y'all, my phone is low battery. But I'm going to hold on to the fact and believe that she was pregnant and that she did lose those babies. And I am so sorry, Shante, that happened to you, because that is a pain that is a dagger to the heart, like, seriously. And so that's what happened with them. They are not going to be on Life After Lockup, thank God, because I could not take True and another one of his freaking colorful scullies and his 2004 fashions. I couldn't do it if he was on another episode. Let's get to the last couple, y'all. The one that made me want to snatch my hair out of my head, worse than Shante and True, is Z and Troy. Z is an ugly person. And I'm not saying outside where, even though her face, she needs to get some of that what is that, hydraulic acid, what is it called, that ordinary, that cream that everybody is ranting and raving about on TikTok. She needs to go and do that. Okay, she needs to get some Dove and some of that, or she needs to go see a dermatologist, because her skin can be repaired and fixed, and she needs to stop piling that makeup on. I think that is damaging the skin on her. Yuli says, yes, I completely agree with you. Yes, Yuli. And so Z is a completely ugly individual on the inside. I do not understand how you were raised in a Christian household and you are this dark and ugly on the inside. I don't get it. There are people that have never stepped foot in a church that are the most beautiful people I have ever met. And this girl, parents are pastors, and you have showed your natural born behind on this season of Love After Lockup. Let's get into her. So y'all already know she is in where they at? Buffalo. They are, sorry y'all. I'm so sorry y'all. I hope, my mother-in-law just called. Hopefully I'm back. I hate when that happens, because then my lips go to like Chinese lips. Where my words are coming out, then my lips are delayed. All right, y'all. So last couple, y'all, Z and Troy. So y'all know they in Buffalo. They at the cookout at Karen's house. That is Troy's mom. And so they are waiting on Yana and the daughter to get there. Now, while they're there, Troy is sitting there in the seat with her ugly outfit on. Now, let me just say this. I'm going to drag Z, because she is just a nasty person, and I don't care. I don't care if she ever come across my YouTube channel or whatever. Z, you are disgusting. And what you need to do is go on an apology tour. You need to apologize to Troy, his mama, Yana. You need to apologize to everybody at the cookout. You need to apologize to production, because you acted a rare fool in front of them. You need to apologize to everybody, because you showed your natural born behind, and it was a bad, bad, bad showing of it, child. What she did on all these episodes made me, I could not feel sorry for her at no point. No point did I ever go, dang, that's messed up. None. None. I had more sympathy for Shante. Girl, let's get into it. So they had the cookout, right? So Yana pulls up. The door opened. Drum roll. We was ready to see Yana, because they had been talking about Yana for the past couple episodes. So Yana steps out. Pretty girl, right? She steps out with the baby. Now, the baby's name is Troy too, I believe, but they put on the screen Troll. Am I the only one that saw that? It was Troll. Troll. Doesn't that spell troll? But I think the baby's name is Troy. So I was like, is it Troll? No, Troily? I don't know what the. So it was Troil. So it was still Troy. Troll. Girl, I don't know. I said, child, black people, stop with these names. Why you couldn't have named her Troy? Oh, okay. It was Troii. Okay, Troy tried to force his daughter. Girl, let's get into it, Kelly, because that had me like, girl, bye. So, okay, so Troy. So her name is Troy. Thank you, Yuli, but it's with two eyes. Okay, I get it. I thought it was Troll. I was about to say, why didn't they name that girl Troll? All right, let's get into it. So the daughter comes in, she sees Troy, she goes right to him and give him a hug. Now, she was raised right, because Troy has been absent from her life for 7 years. So that means that the mom talked about him. The mom made sure that she knew him, because she walked right up to him, hugged him, embraced him. It was a beautiful moment. Troy was crying real tears because he missed his daughter. And I understand how you feel, Troy. Cause my daughter's in college, right? And so every now and then I'll go on her she posts on TikTok, and I'll go on her TikTok and I'll look at a lot of her videos, and I'm like, oh, Nina, I miss Nina, or whatever. and I'll call her and everything. So I understand how you feel. You know, your child, no matter how old they get, is your child, especially when they are still a younger adult or a smaller child. You dawn on them a little more than normal. So yeah, he was having full face baby tears, okay? And so as soon as he comes in, Yuli says Yana is doing a, yeah, she's doing a good job, especially when she says you don't know Z. Yes, my kid won't be around Z until you get to know her. Absolutely. So they walk over. Troy introduces Troy, the baby Troy, to Z, and he's like, this is my wife Z. She's the one that helped me buy these gifts for you. And Z, first of all, Z is trash. We all know that. She didn't even get up when the little girl came in the backyard. I don't care if you didn't want to see freaking Yana. Girl, get up. Remember when Troy came to Z house and her son went and jumped on that man and straddled him, which was wildly inappropriate. Okay, what if Troy would have treated your son like that and been like, skirt, don't be jumping on me, boy. What if he would have did that to your son? You would have been having a field day of fit, arguing, yelling, and acting all crazy. Okay, got to be Pink Boutique says his talk with his daughter was so cringy. Yeah, girl, let's talk about it. Talking to baby mama and kissing Z. Yes, Yuli said that is called bribery, Troy. Yes, absolutely. So he sits up here. She didn't even get up to welcome the child, right? She's still sitting there with her ugly drawstring ponytail. That whole hairstyle, it gets worse and worse. When she in the confessionals, it looked real bad. It's tilted and the hair is coming down. And I'm like, what is up with that? And the cradle face, exactly. So she's sitting there like she Queen Bee. Like, we gotta walk over to you and bow down and be welcomed and stuff. I said, girl, I can't. But let's get back to it, right? So he says all that, and Z is like, hi, Troy, blase, blah, blah, blah. Yana in the backyard, everybody like, hey, Yana, and everything like that. Miss Karen's like, hey, Yana. Miss Karen walks Yana off to the side and was like, Yana was like, I don't like Z. I'm trying to be, calm, cool, and collected for my daughter, but I just cannot. And Miss Karen is trying to keep the peace, Now, Miss Karen, when we saw her, she was on the gummies and she was what she was, right? But Miss Karen showed her character in this moment because she kept the peace at her house. She went and took Yana off to the side while they had their moment in there. And I applaud that, Miss Karen, because you could have been messy. Now, she's a hood lady, but she a hood lady with some sense of morals. You know what I'm saying? Because she could have been messy, but she didn't. She kept the peace at her house. And I love that. So I'm sorry, y'all. We're going to wrap this up because my phone is like, girl, we need to charge. And I started with a full charge. So I guess YouTube Live sucks that energy from the phone quick. Okay, so after, Yana stepped off to the side, Troy has this wildly inappropriate, this girl is 7 years old. He goes back over to Z and he says, now, Troy, this is my wife, Z. She is the only one with your last name. She's not going to hurt you. No matter what your mom says about her, like all this stuff he started saying. I said, Troy, are we really doing this to a 7-year-old? So then he goes and says, she's going to take you to get your hair done, your nails done. You want to do that? She'll take you and blah, blah, blah. Trying to make Z feel better. Z, this moment wasn't about you. You and your ugly face and your drawstring ponytail with that green goblin ugly looking outfit on. Was you wearing corduroys? What the heck was going on? You could have stepped to the side and got on up out of this situation, okay? Because it wasn't about you. You made a moment of this man meeting his daughter for 2 days about you. You acted up in the house, and I think they was in Syracuse or wherever. Acted up in the house, acted a fool. Now they get to the cookout. Now you sitting up here sitting back like everybody got to bow down to you. Girl, humble yourself. This man ain't seen his daughter in 7 years, and he found a way to turn it around to make you feel better. I said, get the heck. I was at the TV like, get the heck out of here, Troy. Are you serious? Yuli says he then proceeded to bad talk. Yes, the mother and was like, Troy, you are trash and y'all both did. Yes, he bad talked Yana. How about big upping Yana for taking care of your daughter for 7 years by herself? And her daughter was clean. Her hair was neat. She looked very well put together. She was well mannered. She extended her hand and shook Z's hand. Even though Yana said she told Troy in the car, like, you don't have to hug her, you don't have to be nice to her, blah, blah, blah. Now, she might have said it in a different way to her daughter, but the way she said it to us, I was like, okay, now y'all confusing the baby. Stop confusing the baby. However, I agreed with Yana. I don't know you. My responsibility as a mother is first and foremost. I'm not about to sit up here and let some stranger hug my child, influence my child, and come to your house. I don't know you, okay? You're not having her know. No, call me what you want, but I don't know her. And Z should have been woman enough to go and meet this woman. She could have went up to Yana and says, hi, my name is Z. I know it's maybe been some type of bad energy between us, but let's squash this for the sake of the baby, you know, and coming together as a family. No, but she don't have enough sense in her head because she is holding on to the words of this tarot card reader, the false prophet of what was said to her way in the beginning of the episode. She's just a trash individual, y'all. Hold on, let me draw it back in. So when he has that wildly inappropriate conversation, dragging Yana in front of his daughter, that's her mother. Why are you doing that in front of her? Z goes and fake cries and says, "It's so nice to meet you, Troy. You just look like your dad." And I was like, "Girl, shut up." I was over it. Yo, my gosh. Yo, Yana, let's fast forward because I ain't got that much power on my phone, y'all. So they get out to the car. So Troy tells Z he gonna go walk her out to the car. Probably they was about to leave or whatever. He wanted to have a conversation with Yana. So they get out there and he's like, I'm trying to have Troy come out maybe on the weekends to the house and blah, blah, blah. And Yana was like, absolutely not. I don't know her. She is a stranger. I have not met her. Yana even said in her confessionals, we haven't had a conversation. She don't like me. I don't like her. Why would I let my child go with her? And sidebar, I heard on the YouTube streets that Z don't even have her son. And we have not seen her son in a couple of episodes. And Z did reveal that she was bipolar. So I'm thinking because she has had some episodes, maybe the son is with the grandparents. I don't know. But this lady is crazy, okay? And does not need to be around Troy's daughter. And I would feel the same way as Yana feels. What else? Yana says that he was her first love and all of that. And she gives their relationship 6 months and then that's a wrap. Child, they going to be on Life After Lockup, y'all, which starts October 4th. And the wrap up of them, they doing a redo wedding, y'all. Yana says 60 days, right? That's all I give it. They gonna be on Life After Lockup, y'all, and they actually gonna do a redo wedding in front of their friends and family. We gonna see what happens. Life After Lockup, at least she took the drawstring ponytail off, y'all. She got braids or something on Life After Lockup, but hopefully they were well done. But anyway, y'all, Z got on my last nerve. I might come out and do a separate video about Z and her toxicity. I'm not sure. I might just leave it alone because I'm trying to prep a video for Lunchtime Language on Tuesday about this whole Diddy thing. So, y'all, that's the end of my review. Yuli says, and it looks like she went to see a dermatologist finally. Finally. She needed to because she probably got on YouTube and found out we was dragging the mess out of her. Yes, child, Diddy. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all. So that's the end of my review. Thank y'all so much for joining me. I really appreciate y'all for taking the time out to join me for this season finale review of Love After Lockup. This was season 6. Exes and Oh-No's. I don't know why they chose that title, but whatever. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and like this video. Replay watchers, shout out to y'all. Go ahead and comment in the comment section. Bye. Have a good evening, Kelly Dixon. Thank you for joining me. I love y'all so much. I will be live doing a short on Motivational Monday, which is tomorrow. Watch out for that short. I'll also be live on Tuesday. I'm going to do a special Lunchtime Language where we go over all the things that's going on with Diddy so I can keep y'all up on what's going on. Yes, good night. Your birthday's on Tuesday, Yuli. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Yuli. Happy birthday! You are welcome. Kelly, yours is Wednesday. Happy birthday, dear Kelly. Happy birthday, dear Kelly. Happy birthday, all the birthday people. Y'all birthday twins. Yes, happy birthday. So y'all join me on Tuesday because we gonna deep dive into this whole Diddy thing. I'm gonna tell y'all everything that I've heard, everything that I've know, everything that I've read, so we can just talk about it a little bit, child. It's getting spicy. I think this Diddy case is going to be as big as OJ Simpson's case was back in the day. It's going to be wild because I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be named that has something to do with these freak offs at his house. And we going to talk about it. Yes, you think so too. So I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining me. I'm going to get off of here so I can go get me something to eat. And I will talk to y'all later, y'all. I love y'all so much. Bye. Bye bye. Fake books and everything. I know. Bye, y'all. Good night.